Viewers, this is the passage for 7 minutes in 80 words per minute. This passage clipping is attached to my video so that you may correct the things and make sure that you write in a comfortable manner. Right? Get ready. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. We considered recently a few points regarding shorthand writing, and it may be of interest if we now deal with those points in a little more detail. You may remember that our first point was that you, as shorthand writers, should not regard any sort of paper as good enough for shorthand notes. If the paper you use is of poor quality, you are making it less easy for yourselves in your attempts to write at a higher rate. Your writing materials should always be of the very best quality, both in your schoolwork and at the office. Also, you must train yourself to turn over a page very quickly. Otherwise, you will find that by the time you have turned the page, the reader will be too many words in front of you. It has been found that many shorthand writers fail to pass shorthand tests simply because they have taken too long to turn over the page and so have lost several words. It is easy to understand this when you consider that when you are writing at the rate of 60 words a minute, you are writing one word a second. When you are writing at 120 words a minute, you are writing 2 words a second. It is quite clear, therefore, that you must not waste 5 or more of your valuable seconds on turning over a page. It must be turned without the waste of 1 second. Our next point was that the writer should develop a light and easy touch, passing very quickly from one outline to the next and from the end of one line to the beginning of the next. We very often see shorthand writers in the early days of their training writing much too heavily. Every attempt should be made to overcome this, and it is never too soon to begin. You can find out in the following way whether you yourself are writing too heavily. When you have written a page of shorthand, turn to the back of the page and see whether any marks of your writing show through the paper. If they do, you will know that you are not writing lightly enough to get the best results. The notes of the good shorthand writer can never be seen on the back of the paper. The third point was that you should have a really good knowledge of the rules of the system and of the special short forms, as you cannot hope to build up a high rate of writing if you do not know the rules of the system. The short forms, by the way, represent a large part of any matter which you are likely to be called upon to take down in shorthand, yet it will be of great value to you if you can write them easily and quickly without trouble. Read and copy well written shorthand. In this way, you will form in your mind pictures of the outlines for a great many words. When matter is read out to you, these pictures will flash at once to your mind, and you will be to put the outlines on to the paper without loss of time. If when taking down there is a doubt in your mind as to what is the right outline for a word, writing something which represents the sound of the word. That's all.